Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning, April 6th, I think. I'm going to pull some cards for the next 7 days. Let's just see what we can expect, how we're going to feel. Should we be looking for any surprises? Whatever. Like, subscribe, and share if you like this video. All right, let's see. Can you tell me what the next 7 days looks like for the collective? What does the next 7 days look like for the collective? So this was the first, that was the second, that was the third that came out. What does the next 7 days look like for the collective? And that one. What does the next, okay, there's several. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. First one that came out was 7 of Cups. Second one was the Page of Swords in reverse. The 10 of Swords in upright. The 5 of Wands upright. The 9 of Pentacles reversed. The 10 of Pentacles reversed. So the first thing that I'm going to say, it feels like for the next 7 days, something is going to come up that is going to... it's going to be financially. 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles to me feels like something that everybody has worked for is going to be flipped upside down. That probably means something in the financial sector finally coming out. And the 7 of Cups is kind of like, I always feel like this is illusions and delusions and lots of secrets, kind of like secretive stuff coming out, weird stuff coming out, putting people's minds kind of spinning, making them spin as far as like their emotions and everything, because that is the 7 of Cups. The Page of Swords, and I will say the immature people, immature meaning those who are not awakened and everything are going to be kind of stressed out in their heads. I'm going to say a whole lot of people could be a little stressed out in some way, shape, or form just because, and maybe losing some sleep with that. But it is the end of a cycle, so that could be like one big giant thing comes out and it just kind of ends something that we have all been just like dragging through. And then the 5 of Wands, this is kind of, and they're kind of fussing and fighting, but they're using wands. They're not using swords. Okay, so that just makes me think that maybe at Easter, there's going to be a lot of people maybe kind of arguing about this, that, and the other. There could be some discussions that come up at Easter dinner about this is being done wrong and this is being done wrong. It's not anybody's like getting shot or stabbed or hurt or anything like that. It just feels like it's more kind of like tossing ideas and maybe people kind of getting in some arguments or whatever about the situation of the world, I will say. And then of course 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, that is, and they were both in reverse, so that's kind of like everything that you've worked for going down the tubes is the feeling. But it will be the end of the stress regarding that, because the 10 of Pentacles is kind of like it's the end of a cycle and we're getting ready to start a new one. So something financially coming up for everybody. Okay, so let's see, what do we want to do next? Okay, let's just do some physical ascension symptoms. What kind of physical symptoms can people expect for the next 7 days that might be off, body systems off, weird things? What can we expect over the next large intestine and more large intestine stuff, so stomach issues, And I do know that there is some sort of a stomach bug going around. One of the gals that I watch on YouTube said it swept through her whole family like a week or so. Yesterday, I got a message from somebody that works at a different office. I had sent her a message on Monday. I didn't hear from her Monday, Tuesday. She finally answered me yesterday. She said she had a stomach bug. So I feel like there is a stomach bug going around. It also feels like there might be some people that will either miss Easter celebration because of the stomach bug, or they'll bring it there and pass it around, if that's possible. What else can we experience over the next week when it comes to physical issues that we need to be on the lookout for? What other issues can we expect over the next week? Gosh, I'm having a hard time getting cards out. Maybe that means nothing. Maybe that means that they're letting off. That's a lot. I'm going to take the top one. This says heart, but this makes me think like some heart palpitations. I also feel like it could be some anxiety, so it could be a mix of both. It could be some heart palpitations coming in as kind of anxiety, but it also could be some heart palpitations around like the ascension stuff that's coming in. So don't freak out too bad about that. It's not, I don't feel like it's anything serious. But let me see if I can get one more. What other things can we look out for? God, these cards are too big. What else can we be on the lookout for as far as physical symptoms that we may have to deal with over the next week or so? There's one. The brain. Headaches. Okay. Some people might have some headaches. And I would say if we have any solar storms coming in or any of those things, that could be causing the headaches. I also would say if you do spend some time with people at Easter, you may be eating some food that you're not used to. There could be some dehydration coming in because that will give you a headache. You may end up with some toxins, especially if you have kind of cleaned your body out and you have not used to some things that you may eat over the weekend. It may cause some headaches. So that's some of the stuff that you can expect over the next 7 days. Or other people. Doesn't mean you have to. Could be other people that experience that. I want to do my emotions cards. Let's see what kind of emotions that we may deal with outside of, let me think, how do I want to ask that? Because we kind of got a lot of well, we didn't get a lot of emotions from that first read. Tell me about emotions that we are clearing, that we will be clearing or dealing with over the next week. Emotions that we will be clearing and experiencing over the next week. Oh man, a lot. Okay, so the first one that came in was the ashamed one. So it's a possibility that something's going to come out that you are maybe going to feel bad that you didn't share with somebody. This might be something that you knew ahead of time. A lot of people maybe feel like they got blindsided, and there might be a little bit of shame coming in because you may feel like you could have helped. But we all know that a lot of people won't listen to what the awakened ones have to say. So don't feel shame unless you literally know you didn't do everything you could have done. The next one is panicky. That's going to be another one that could be coming in. There is a frustrated card coming in. There is a safe card coming in. There could be some information, like, so if something starts going down and people are starting to freak out a little bit, there could be a message that comes out from the higher ups that says, it's okay, we've got your back, this isn't anything to worry about, blah, 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 blah. That's about the only one. Now the grief card came up, but it was in reverse. I don't feel like it needs to be in reverse. I feel like it needs to be up. It's going to be something. Now, I will say, the one card that I am looking for that will tell me that the Pope is going to, like, die in public, it's going to be announced, is the Hierophant in reverse. I was kind of hoping to see that in this next 7 days. It did not come out in the next 7 days, but that's okay. It's coming eventually. But, well, and the grief card could be, I had posted something on Telegram earlier this morning that, like, the original first archdiocese out of, I think, like Massachusetts or someplace up in the Northeast, it was coming out that they had had a lot of children that had been, you know what, by a bunch of the priests and stuff up there. So I feel like more of that is coming up. It feels like they're gearing up to bring out a lot of this religious stuff that has been not good, if you know what I mean. So there will be a lot of people struggling with that information, even though it you know, it comes out in like little pieces and stuff. I feel like a lot of people will tend to ignore that, but it feels like it's going to start coming a lot heavier because, again, you know, it just little drops and they just keep piling up. So anyway, all right. I'm gonna do one more pull on the regular tarot cards just to see, is there any last words from the universe for the next few days? Any last words from the universe the next few days? Any last words from the universe for the next few days? That one wants to come out. The Four of Wands, and it was kind of sideways. Let me think about this. The first thing that I thought was towers coming down. How do I interpret that? Towers coming down. That kind of feels like some more of the elite is going to be coming down. And when I say coming down, like their empires, maybe another announcement from somebody who has an empire is going to be announced, either passed away or filed bankruptcy or something, somebody that everybody's going to know about. That's the feeling that came out. And the Knight of Wands feels kind of like it's going to come out and it's going to be kind of like fast moving forward. So it's going to affect several areas. And let me get one more. What can we expect? Last words from the universe for this next few days. Last few words for the... Okay. And the Eight of Cups. So this guy's walking away from a whole lot of stuff, even though it's pretty good. So it just kind of feels like a lot of people are going to be giving up on the illusions of different things. So giving up on... Why am I getting... Giving up on their emotions. How does that fit? Giving up on their emotions. Giving up on their emotions. Giving up on their happiness. Whatever the case is, somebody is walking away from something emotional. Maybe they've just decided that they have hung on to certain things for too long, hung on to a certain thing that they thought was going to give them emotional happiness. Maybe it's their money. I don't know if we have a big loss in the financial world and people got emotional comfort from that. Maybe they're like going, you know, money's not everything. I can move on and I can still be happy, but it feels like they're walking away from something. So anyway, I think that's it. Have a good, well, if I'll probably talk to you tomorrow, but if I don't, have a good weekend and everybody hang tight. Talk to you later. Bye.